come down Broadway, Lincoln, and there's an old drugstore there, and it's been there for 50 or 60 years.
Watson's?
Watson's drugstore,
Yeah.
and they stay in business. They have returned it to looking like a drugstore out of the 50s, mom and pop operation. This is a mom and pop operation.
No doubt about it.
This is a mom
That's
and
how they
pop,
treat it.
That's okay that it's a mom and pop operation. I looked at
If they were smart about the way they operated but they're not smart.
See, you're taking my stuff that it's all right to be. There's only one other owner who's actually serving as the president of his team. Did you know that? Cincinnati. Look where they are. They're not good this year.
Right.
You don't have the owner being the head of your baseball operations. So it comes back to what you said.
It's an ego thing, by the way.
You can be a mom and pop operation if you are good at it.
Oakland runs themselves like a mom and pop. Minnesota runs themselves, even Pittsburgh at times. Yet they have periodic success. They might not be able to sustain it for, like what the Atlanta Braves did back in the 80s and 90s for 14 seasons, but you can have a good amount of success if you're smart in the decisions you make and the way you spend your money. The Rockies aren't either one of those things.
Okay, Patrick Saunders says he thinks they'll be a factor in baseball in 2017.
Right, not this season, but the one after.
All right, let's say that they have another season based on what they've had over the 5-year span.
Another 90-loss season?
Then what they will be for a 6-year period is the worst team in baseball.
Yeah.
And they will be a team that for 25 years, a quarter of a century, that never won a division. That means there's something seriously wrong.
And you're right about the way Houston built its team. Everybody thinks Houston burnt it to the ground and then built it back up with draft picks. Only in part. Only in part. They did have a couple of first-rounders they were good with. Correa, the shortstop. Keuchel, the guy who's going to win the American League Cy Young Award, was a 7th-round draft pick. They knew how to draft and develop at least him.
How many 7th-round pitching prospects have the Rockies ever had?
I don't
and
know.
they draft, and I'm not making this up, they draft an average of 25 pitchers a year. How many of those work out?
Very few.
There's only a couple. Friedrich, I think, was like a 4th or 5th round pick, but you never see a 9th round draft choice of the Rockies.
It's been horrible. But Houston's also signed international stars, an international signing in Altuve.
That's what I'm saying.
They made some trades for guys like Colby Rasmus and Carlos Gomez, who hit a home run last night.
You must have missed it when I said the 2 guys that hit home runs last year weren't with the team a year ago. So don't tell me if you're
free
the Rockies,
agents too.
We are doing it with. We're going to do it like Houston. They do it with all young people. The 2 guys that hit home runs, I repeat myself, last night weren't with the team, and they're leaders of this team because you do have to go and get other people. And the Rockies deny they do that. And they do it, even though they claim they don't do it. Morneau, you go back to, over again, they claim Cargo as a draft and development guy.
Ridiculous.
He was with 2 teams before he got here.
Yeah. So Houston has done it in a lot of ways.
The second baseman's not a Rockies guy. The catcher's not a Rockies guy.
Houston has taken advantage of every way to find and sign players. And that's what the Rockies need to do. They need to be smarter about it.